15th of August is always a day for us to reflect on all that we've been going through over the last 75 years, all that we should be proud of, the sacrifices that have been made to get us to where we are, to get us independence that we cherish, and the progress that we made in the last 75 years. There's a lot for us to be proud of. Our achievements in the field of science, whether it's space science or nuclear science, achievements in attaining self-sufficiency in food production or in milk production, our achievements in the areas of education, and how we have harnessed our talent and exported our talent in many ways, as well as used them in India, are all matters of great pride. Our life expectancy has doubled in the last 75 years. It has been a journey which has had its own set of challenges, and there are a lot more challenges ahead that we need to deal with. India is also becoming increasingly and very importantly relevant in multiple ways. From a geopolitical context, India's presence, India's role becomes more and more important in a world where old powers are there and new powers are also coming up. India's demographic relevance is very important because it is one of the youngest large countries in the world and will continue to remain young at least for the next 2 or 3 decades before it starts aging. India's macroeconomic relevance is also growing as it becomes one of the largest economies in the world and takes millions of people out of poverty into higher economic and social status. So I think all this is something that we need to cherish. We are also at a point in time when there are a lot of opportunities ahead of us. There are also a number of things that we need to do in India, and we have started the work, but we need to continue to intensify efforts in those areas. First and foremost is in the area of health. I think the last 3 years has demonstrated to us how vulnerable we can be as individuals and as a nation if we don't take care of ourselves and if we don't have good health care. And I think the efforts that we are making now after this wake-up call that we've received is in some sense very, very important and very timely, because affordable healthcare is, I think, the minimum that we should have offered to all our citizens. The second issue is on employability. While a lot has been done with a focus on education and skills, I think a lot more needs to be done. While we've created some world-class elite institutions, we need to do more and more work at the primary education level. We need to have both the private sector of technology and digital, how it is shaping countries, how it is shaping competitiveness, how it is shaping industries, how it is disrupting the boundaries between industries, just as shipping disrupted boundaries between nations. And this is again going to create opportunities, as we've seen in India. India has had one of the largest number of startups being created or being created over the last few years, and many of them very, very successful. Many of them have gone on to become unicorns. And I think that's a matter of great pride, because India needs job creators because we have many job seekers. Tata Steel has been a very fundamental part of our journey. I think Tata Group and Tata Steel have been founded on the philosophy of Atmanirbharta. Our founder J.N. Tata started the Indian Institute of Science, Tata Steel, Tata Power, Indian Hotels, so that India can become Atmanirbhar, and I think that journey continues. The group, as its founding ethos, has said that the community is the very purpose of our existence, and that has driven the way we think and the way we go about our work. And that has ensured the longevity of Tata Group and Tata Steel, and that's where we've been able to deliver and build leadership with trust. As Tata Steel, we are committed on this journey. We have been a very important part of the journey of nation building, even before the nation was created as it exists today, and has been a very important part of this journey over the last 75 years. And we will continue to play a very, very responsible role going forward. We aspire to be a benchmark on value creation and corporate citizenship, and we promise to